Hello, my name is Tom Bauer, and I'm making this little video for the Danville Senior Center to tell you about and maybe interest you in my favorite activity that's sponsored by the town of Danville and by our Senior Center. And that activity is the Danville STEM Club, which meets the fourth Tuesday of the month. And we have discussions and stimulating discussions about science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We've been meeting at 2:30 in the afternoon at the Senior Center for a couple of years now. But due to this COVID-19 thing, we won't be meeting physically there for a few months. But our center has arranged for us to meet online. And in a few minutes, I'll give you contact information if you'd like to join. But first, I'd like to give you a flavor of our club meetings with a little slideshow of some of the topics we've explored. I hope you'll like what you see. Some of our meetings and presentations involve multiple topics under the heading of latest news from science. And on that particular day, November 26th of last year, we did a piece on gene editing with CRISPR. That was all in the news, and a technique for modifying genetic information that was discovered by Jeanette Drudna, a University of California, Berkeley professor. We talked about artificial intelligence. Many of our meetings drift into artificial intelligence and the fact that about $100 billion has been committed by various governments around the world to develop that. One cute little video, high-speed video showing of how flies land upside down. It's amazing the athletic ability of something with the brain the size of a fly. The tale of golden rice. Several years ago, scientists worked out a way to genetically modify rice to express beta-carotene, which is a precursor to vitamin A. This is important because much of the world, rice is a staple diet, and much of the world suffers from vitamin A deficiency. This would enable people to actually eat their rice and get their beta-carotene. Until very recently, until the first of this year, in fact, nations who need this desperately have not allowed it because it's genetically modified. This year, in January, some of the Asian countries started allowing that to happen, which should improve their lives significantly. Oh, another latest news from science. This is from October of last year. People are doing fantastic things with solid-state physics, and one group reported a crystalline net that can snare water from even the thin, dry air in California's Mojave Desert. There is a way to get water for the world. China grew a green plant on the moon. I'll talk about more about this later, but China landed a ship on the back side of the moon, and on there they had some biological experiments, including they managed to grow a little pea seedling. The atomic force microscope captures atomic level creation of fullerene molecules. What you see here is, I wonder if my cursor will work. These are atomic force microscope images. These bright spots are actually carbon atoms, and what's going on here is the transformation from this shape fullerene to this shape fullerene to this shape fullerene to this shape fullerene. Actual chemical reactions being caught on camera at full depth at the atomic level. Another piece on artificial intelligence. Years ago, artificial intelligence beat checkers, then chess, then Go. And now the machines can actually take on a half a dozen professional poker players and win at Texas Hold'em. Not everything is all that scientific or earth-shaking, but one of our members had an electric vehicle, asked the question, is it ready for prime time, drove it back and forth across the country for about 4,000 miles, talking about charging stations, the mileage, the activities, all the different things that went into driving it, to determine whether or not an electric vehicle can actually be a general purpose vehicle. And I think they can. Last year, we talked about hemoglobin. Did you know the human body has over 6,000 million trillion hemoglobin molecules ferrying oxygen to every cell in our bodies? Our speaker presented the structure and amazing properties of this most critical protein. By the way, we have invited speakers, but most of our presentations are led by members of the club itself, who are often retired people from Lawrence Livermore Lab, Lawrence Berkeley Lab, one of the universities, or professionals from technology companies. Um, Everyone's interested in the weather, and we had one session on weather and climate, where the data comes from the satellites, from the ships, from the sea buoys, how it's modeled up to make a forecast, and how forecasting has improved over the years and continues to improve. That, of course, led to a discussion of climate change. Are we responsible? So one of our club members spent a month researching the topic, and came up with all the claims and counterclaims and where they came from, and made a very, very convincing case, one that I believe in, that human activity is responsible for some of the global warming. We don't stick to just Earth. We have presentations. We have astronomers in the group. We have presentations on the exploration of space. This one is the Parker Solar Probe. That is an amazing thing, flying within 4 million miles of the sun and capturing the solar wind and giving scientists data about our sun that's never been available before. This one, again, mentioned the Chinese success at landing a ship on the backside of the moon. Away from us. To do that, they had to also have a satellite around the moon, above the moon, to send the signals back and forth to the Earth outside of the moon's shadow. Quite a tremendous accomplishment. This is a selfie taken by Israel's attempt to soft land a lander on the moon. The selfie was taken about a mile above the surface of the moon. Things went wrong and it didn't softly land, but they got it there. And there's more to that story, but we'll take that up some other time. We don't even stick with the local heavens. We've had presentations on the very forefronts of astronomy, from as far out in space as you can go, about black holes, gravitational waves, dark matter, dark energy. Okay, well, that should give you a flavor of the kind of things we do. And so now, if you are interested, if you'd like to receive an email each month with a description of the upcoming STEM Club topic, please contact our Danville Senior Center. You see the number and the email address. They can provide you with information on how to log into our now online Danville Senior Club, where for the next few months we're online, and you can get the information on how to do that. If you have questions for me, again, my name is Tom Bauer, or a suggestion for a presentation topic, or perhaps would like to give a presentation to our STEM Club, just please contact me at my email address, which is tbauer, T-B-A-U-E-R, at mathandscience.org. Parting thought is, I can hope that very, very soon we will be getting back together again at the Senior Center and stop this online stuff. And I hope when we do that you come and join us.